The world's eyes are fixed on the West Philippine Sea. Headlines scream Chinese Coast Guard fires water cannon at Philippine vessel. Tensions escalate at Ayungin Shoal, a tiny reef now at the heart of a global standoff. Here, a superpower's ambitions clash with the resolve of a smaller nation. This is no distant conflict. Every supply run is an international incident, every maneuver a test of will. China draws its sweeping 9-dash line, defying international law. The Philippines, armed with a legal victory and national pride, refuses to yield. This is more than a territorial dispute. It's a battle for the rules that govern the world. Viral videos show massive Chinese ships intimidating small Filipino boats, water cannons blasting, the imbalance of power stark. Yet the Philippines stands firm, refusing to be bullied in its own backyard. This is a new kind of conflict, fought with Coast Guard ships, not missiles. The goal to win without firing a shot, to change the facts on the water through relentless pressure. For the Philippines, the challenge is immense. How do you stand up to a giant? The answer lies on Ayungin Shoal, a ship that shouldn't be there, but must remain. The world is watching a David and Goliath story unfold in real time, and at the center of it all, a rusting ship, a symbol of defiance. Meet the BRP Sierra Madre, a rusting hulk, but the Philippines' most important ship. She was deliberately grounded on Ayungin Shoal in 1999, a bold response to China's creeping expansion. This wreck is no accident. It's a fortress, a tripwire, and a statement. This is Philippine territory. On board, a handful of Marines stand guard, embodying national sovereignty. The flag on her mast signals, "We are here. We are not leaving." The Sierra Madre's decay is part of its power, proof of endurance, not weakness. China demands her removal, calling her illegal. Manila's reply, "We'll remove her only after a permanent structure replaces her," a diplomatic stalemate. Every resupply mission brings not just food, but materials to keep her afloat. The fight to maintain the Sierra Madre is a fight to hold the line in Philippine waters. She is a living outpost, a symbol of resolve. The world sees a rusting ship, but for the Philippines, she is a bastion of national will. Her presence makes Ayungin Shoal impossible for China to claim without risking war. The Sierra Madre is more than steel and rust, she is the front line of Philippine sovereignty. As long as she stands, so does the Philippines' claim. This is statecraft in its rawest form. The ship holds the line. Every few weeks, a high-stakes drama unfolds at sea. A small Philippine supply boat sets out for Ayungin Shoal, carrying essentials for the Marines. But as it nears the shoal, it's met by a wall of Chinese Coast Guard and militia vessels. The Chinese shadow, block, and harass, cutting across bows, blasting radio warnings, and raising the pressure. The Filipino crew faces a gauntlet, knowing a single mistake could mean disaster. Recently, China has escalated, using water cannons powerful enough to shatter windows and injure crew. The goal: starve out the Marines, force the Philippines to abandon the shoal without a shot fired. Yet the missions continue. Filipino crews, unarmed and outmatched, document every incident, broadcasting China's aggression to the world. Sometimes they break through, sometimes they're forced to turn back, but they always return. Each successful run is a victory, a testament to Filipino courage and unity. The world watches as these small boats defy a superpower. The resupply is more than logistics. It's a message. We will not abandon our own. Every trip is a stand for sovereignty. The gauntlet at Ayungin is a test of nerves, endurance, and national will. The supply line is the lifeline of the Sierra Madre and the Philippine claim. The struggle continues, mission after mission. The Marines aboard the Sierra Madre are more than soldiers, they are living symbols of sovereignty. Their presence is the battle. By simply being there, they assert the Philippines' claim. The ship, as a commissioned naval vessel, is an extension of the state. Any attack on it is an attack on the Philippines, raising the stakes for China. Beijing's tactics, blockades, water cannons, aim to make life on board impossible, hoping the Marines will leave or the ship will collapse. But the Marines endure, understanding their symbolic role. Their lonely vigil is a powerful act of defiance. They show the world the Philippines will not cede its rights, no matter the pressure. The Sierra Madre is a floating fortress, manned by a few brave souls for an entire nation. Their determination is the Philippines' most potent weapon. The world sees their sacrifice and resolve. The Marines' presence keeps the flame of sovereignty alive. On this rusting ship, the nation's will is anchored. The Sierra Madre's journey mirrors shifting tides of power. Born as the USS Harnett County in W. Talent, she landed tanks and troops in the Pacific, She served in Vietnam, then was transferred to South Vietnam, and finally sailed to the Philippines after Saigon fell. Renamed BRP Sierra Madre, she served for decades before her final mission. In 1999, Manila grounded her on Ayungin Shoal to block another Chinese takeover. This audacious move turned a warship into a stationary outpost, a stroke of strategic genius. As a commissioned vessel, she is sovereign territory under international law. Her status is the cornerstone of the Philippine claim. From warship to symbol of defiance, her journey is now at the heart of a 21st century struggle. The Sierra Madre's legacy is still being written. Life aboard the Sierra Madre is harsh: rust, salt, and isolation. Marines sleep in cramped bunks, patch holes, and fish to supplement rations. There's no running water, and electricity is scarce. Every day is a battle against decay, and the ever-present Chinese ship circling nearby. Morale remains high. These Marines are hand-picked for resilience and patriotism. They maintain equipment, stand watch, and find camaraderie in shared hardship. Communication with families is rare but precious. Their sacrifice is immense. Months away from home, constant threat, and grueling conditions. Yet, they remain steadfast, united by duty and love of country. Their quiet heroism is the human heart of the Philippines' stand. The Marines' resolve shows the Filipino spirit is unbreakable. On this lonely outpost, they hold the line for the nation. The world may not see them, but their stand matters. China's strategy is gray zone warfare, conflict that blurs the line between peace and war. Instead of warships, China uses its Coast Guard and maritime militia to assert claims and intimidate. Swarming, blockades, water cannons, and lasers, all designed to harass and exhaust opponents without open conflict. The Philippines is on the front line of this assault. Manila's new counter-assertive transparency. The Coast Guard now documents and publicizes every incident, embedding journalists and releasing footage in real time. This shines a spotlight on China's actions, stripping away deniability. The world sees the bullying tactics and support for the Philippines grows. Manila is also modernizing its navy and strengthening alliances. Even in the gray zone, the Philippines is finding ways to fight back. The information war is as crucial as the one on the water. The Philippines wields another weapon: international law. In 2013, Manila took China to court at The Hague, seeking clarity on maritime rights. The 2016 ruling was a sweeping victory. China's 9-dash line was declared illegal. Ayungin Shoal was affirmed as part of the Philippines' exclusive economic zone. China rejected the ruling, but it remains final and binding. The award is now the cornerstone of Philippine foreign policy and a rallying point for global support. It reframes the dispute as a matter of law, not just power. Other nations cite the ruling and calls for China to respect the rules. The award empowers Manila to stand up to its giant neighbor. In the international system, right can still challenge might. The Sierra Madre is more than a ship, it's a symbol of Filipino pride and resilience. Her stand inspires patriotism and global attention. The world watches because the stakes are high. If might prevails over law here, no small nation is safe. The ship's fate is a test for the rules-based order. A single miscalculation could spark crisis, making alliances vital. The US-Philippines Mutual Defense Treaty acts as a deterrent, raising the cost of aggression. But the Sierra Madre cannot last forever. The sea will eventually claim her. The question: what comes next? Can the Philippines replace her, or will China seize the shoal? The answer will shape peace and stability in the Indo-Pacific. For now, the rusting sentinel holds the line. She is a testament to law, alliances, and national will. The world hopes this ship of state can steer toward peace. The story of Ayungin Shoal is far from over.